Hello everybody, welcome to part 2 of my video series on miscellaneous tools. This one is, don't wants, awesome buys, and some really old tools I want to share with you. Alright, first up, this was a 3-piece set of vice grip type pliers from Harbor Freight. Got them for like $10. My opinion, don't buy them. They are garbage. Obviously, you notice there's only 2 out of the 3 set. The big one broke the first time I went to use it. Personally, I'd stay away from these things. These things are garbage. If you're going to buy lock and pliers like this, buy a brand name like Vice Grip or Irwin. I actually think they're the same company, Irwin Vice Grip now. Okay? These things are junk. The next thing I wouldn't buy is, this was actually a 2-piece, I want to say like adjustable plier set, like channel locks. These are made by Kobalt from Lowe's. These things are garbage. Another set was supposed to be 2. The bigger one I had broke on me a while ago. They're garbage. I don't even know why I'm still holding on to this one. Like I said, they're by Kobalt at Lowe's. These things are garbage. Avoid it at all costs. Buy channel locks. Okay, now on to the fun stuff. These pliers, these are old tools. These are Pittsburgh pliers. I have a set somewhere. I have it was like a 7-piece set. They're around floating somewhere. I had these things forever. I mean, at least it has to be a good 10 years. You can see I've been using them for like ever. I wound up ordering these through the catalog, even before, in the mail, which took forever back in the day to come. I want to say like 4 to 6 weeks. Now they have stores locally around, but these tools are so old by Pittsburgh. They still work. They're perfect. Like I said, I think this is like a 7-piece set. I have the other pieces floating around somewhere, but I just happen to see these in my toolbox. I figured I'd share with you guys. Here's another old Pittsburgh tools. A set of stubby flathead and Phillips screwdrivers. These are by Pittsburgh too. I had these forever. Same thing. I ordered them out of the catalog before the stores were around. These have to be at least 10 years old, if not a little bit older. You see all the years, abuse putting on them. I actually thought I had a full set of these. I thought there was like a 7-piece set too. I could be wrong. I mean, I have so much tools, it's ridiculous. But they're magnetic tips, and they're pretty cool. Like I said, I have them forever, and I still use them. And they're great. And I know they're definitely Pittsburgh because I ordered them, remember ordering them when I ordered those pliers set. So that's pretty cool for an old tool that's still kicking. Another good old tool is this Craftsman 25-foot tape measure, made in the USA. I bought this years ago. I mean, it's seen years of abuse. I covered my name because on it to show it. All right, let me pause this and I'll show you it open. Hold on. That same Craftsman tape measure. You can see all the years of measuring stuff, the abuse. It still works great, And a friend told me on a tidbit on this, you make sure they're straight on any tape measure you have. Make sure this clip up here, this, I guess you want to call it a tooth or something, make sure it's perfectly straight, because obviously if it's bent, your measurements will be off. But like I said, this thing is old as dirt, but it still works. Still works. And a lot of the Craftsmen now, you gotta watch, they're made in China. They're no longer made in the USA, which is sad. Here's another fun little tidbit. A pair of lineman's pliers. I had these forever. Believe it or not, I bought these in a dollar store. Still use them. They work great. Had them for years. Here's a good little buy. It's used Husky vice grip type pliers. I actually bought at a swap meet for $1. Yes, $1. Used. And I'll tell you, I had these for like a couple of years, and I used it a couple of times. I mean, they already came greasy and stuff, but they work 1,000 times better than those Pittsburgh ones I showed you earlier in the video. Not a bad buy for $1, right? Here's another good little buy. Self-adjusting wire strippers and cutters. And believe it or not, I also bought these in a dollar store years ago. And, for like trailer wiring, light wiring, they're perfect. I wouldn't do like coax cable with this, but anything like light gauge wire, Like if you're working on RC cars or something, you know, it's perfect. $1 at the dollar store. I wish, you know, they still had them around, but they don't. Another tool as old as dirt is this Craftsman Misc key set. I had this thing for like ever. Good little thing to have. Craftsman Misc key set. This thing is old as dirt. Alright, here's a fun little tidbit. This is a flex head ratchet by Pittsburgh. This is at least 10 years old. You can still get them at Harbor Freight Tools. I still seen them there. The 3-piece set is $10. I have the other 2 in the toolbox. You'll laugh is because the reason why it's JB welded, I had to do something and I needed the head, not the flex. And at the time I didn't have many tools, so I had to like MacGyver this. But I mean, it's a good little thing. It's not the greatest, but when I needed it at the time, it worked for me. You know, you can get this set for $10 at Harbor Freight. Cute little thing. All right, another cool little thing, Husky, 1/4" and 3/8 ratchet. I had this thing forever too. I've used it many times. You can see it's all greasy. Used this many times. I mean, this thing is old as dirt. It still works great. In fact, I haven't seen another one around like it. This is like a pry bar. This was actually made by Pittsburgh. This thing is old as dirt, at least 10 years old. Like I said, I was ordering them from the catalog back before they had stores around here. I think this is like a 4 or 5 piece set. It came in a big box. I mean, I have pry bars that are a lot bigger. We were beating the snot out of these things, you know, doing work with them, and they still hold great. I have the other big pieces. They're in the toolbox. But, I mean, they're not bad. Here's another cool little thing, a ratchet with a flex head. You could, you know, it's ratchet, you know, you can switch it. It's pretty cool, and there's bits inside the handle. And, you know, I've had this thing forever, too. And, you know, I've used, you know, actually I use this a lot on putting RC car kits together, like the Tamiya's. That's actually what I use this on, like my RC car repairs. But it's a cool little thing, you know. Like I said, it's ratcheting type, so it speeds it up. You know, putting something together, and there's a switch here somewhere. They can put it the other direction. But like I said, I had this thing forever, and then can't open it, but there's bits in here, like all different bits, which I'll show you in a second. I'll take the handle off. Yeah, I took the end cap off the handle. And they give you, like, all different bits, you know, standard size bits. I really want to say this is Husky. I can't remember. But I know I had this thing forever, and it works great. Like I said, I used it to put RC car kits together. Really cool to have in your toolbox. Here's another fun little tidbit. 12-volt, you know, test light. And you'll laugh. This was another dollar store buy. Had this thing forever. In fact, I have another one with duct tape that still work. Both test lights work. I had them forever. Can't beat it for $1. This is a cool little item to have. This is actually old, too. This is old as dirt. A Radio Shack headlamp. You know, like a miner's lamp. And what's cool about this is it actually adjusts. You know, you can adjust the light. And just put fresh batteries in it. After this, all these years, it works still. See? It's bright. It's decent for, you know, 2 AA batteries. But like I said, it's a headlamp. I had this thing forever. It still works. And it's made by good old Radio Shack. It's pretty cool. Like I said, you can put it down. Doesn't go the other way. Like you can adjust the lamp. The gold sticker is, I marked it because it was mine. Just to know it was mine. On off switch. Pretty cool. It's an old tool I have. It's pretty cool. And last but not least is this Craftsman Teardrop full polish ratchet. I bought this years ago at Sears as a treat to myself. I remember spending $50 on this just for one ratchet. But you know something? I love it. Had it for years, many moons, and it works. And it goes along great with the other 25 ratchets I have. Alright, thank you for watching, and I hope my video's been informative and helpful. If not, it gives you some ideas. Okay, talk to you later.